Hi everyone, and welcome to Picture Perfect Presents. My name is Angela Andrew, and today I'm going to show you how to make some custom drinkware using your photos between Mylio Photos, Finding Your Images, and Printique. It's going to be a really fun project and a great idea for your holiday gifts. Before we jump into the presentation, I do want to remind you that we have quite a few of really cool live events happening throughout this week and throughout the month. Lori Rubin, my counterpart who's here helping out in the chat today, hosts both those weekly sessions at the top and Ready, Set, Go. If you have questions about importing, setting up new devices, sharing, search, make sure you join one of her sessions that happen at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time every day, Monday through Friday. That's a great place to go get your questions answered on those specific topics. If you're new to Mylio Photos or maybe you just need a refresher, check out Ready, Set, Go. It's a course tailored just for new users, and it's set to give you all the building blocks for using Mylio Photos successfully. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I host live Q&A sessions, which are kind of Ask Me anything from organization, photography, gear, family history, really anything within that realm is fair game. You're welcome to join those at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, Tuesday and Thursday. On Friday, we hold really fun sessions called Coffee Breaks, which are a short tutorial followed by a more open Q&A. This week, we're going to be discussing organizing family videos, which is something we get asked about a lot. We put a lot of emphasis here at Mylio Photos on, well, you guessed it, photos. But a lot of people also keep video files, whether they're their iPhone videos or your Android videos or digitized old home movies. Mylio can hold on to all of those as well, and I'm going to show you how to do it. We're also hosting this series that you're attending right now, Picture Perfect Presents. We've got a few more sessions for you throughout the rest of this week, and we're going to be creating some really cool gifts. I would encourage you, if you are looking to do your holiday shopping, make sure you start on these projects sooner rather than later. We've already got several ideas posted in the community. You can go back, watch those videos, get those orders in because the shipping deadlines are approaching quickly. All right, and if you're looking for that last minute gift, Mylio Photos also makes a great gift itself. So if you know somebody who needs to get their photo life in order, Mylio Photos can be given as a gift card, and it also gets you a couple months back on your subscription as well. So it's a win-win for everybody. If you know a new user who's just interested in purchasing, there's some great deals also available at mylio.com. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into Picture Perfect Presents. And today we are going to be talking about creating custom drinkware. So this is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of companies offer ways to customize a lot of different items. And one that Printique has is coffee mugs and water bottles. I'm going to show you both. They're really cute, and I think you guys could have a lot of fun with them. They're great for a lot of different topics. So today we're going to cover selecting photos, prepping your photos for printing, how to upload them from Mylio Photos to Printique, and then we're going to go ahead and create some custom drinkware. So let's talk first about selecting photos. When you're thinking about creating custom drinkware, first question is, what do you want to put on it? Who are you giving it to? What are they into? If you are looking to give something, say, to your parents, maybe pictures of the grandkids are a really good choice. If you're looking to give something to your spouse, maybe a picture of the two of you together. If your spouse or your friend or significant other really love animals, maybe a picture of their favorite pet or a trip that you shared together. There's so many different things you can do. You can even do custom holiday mugs to where it's something special they pull out of their holiday decorations every Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever it is that you want to celebrate and immortalize on that mug. So there's a lot of different things you can do. In Mylio Photos, the easiest way to find a lot of these things is using quick filters. So let's go ahead and jump into the application, and we're going to go into all photos here. And let's go ahead and start by opening up our quick filters and taking a look at some of these options. So you can go ahead and find pictures of specific people by opening up by person. And if I wanted to find a picture of, let's say, my husband, because I know that his parents would love to have a coffee mug with his face on it, I could go ahead and go through these pictures and find one of those. I also know that my husband is pretty fond of our cat. So I could go here and type into the search. I could just type in cat. That's going to pull up my smart tags. This is AI object recognition in Mylio Photos. So even if you didn't take the time to keyword something, you can still find things based on what's in the image. So I can go here and let's take a look at cat pictures. I could find one of our cats and put that on the coffee mug. I could also find a trip that we shared together and find those pictures. A couple years ago, my mom and I did an epic vacation along the Oregon coast. I could find a trip or a picture of that to put on a mug or a water bottle for her. So there's lots of different things you can do to find those pictures. I'm gonna go ahead and close up those quick filters here for just a moment and go ahead and click on that. And so you can go here by category as well. And if you've taken the time to add categories to your media, you can easily find your travel photos, family photos, all sorts of different ways to get through stuff. I also like to categorize holidays. And I typically do that for like the major holidays. I don't do that for like the little kind of one-off marketing holidays, more for like Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter, those big ones. I'll mark those as holidays just so I can find those special family events really easily. So that's what I would suggest to find those images. Now I've already put together a couple of images that I think will work really well for both of these options. So I'm gonna go here into my albums and we're gonna go here to Drinkware. And the two pictures I selected was one from that trip that I took with my mom. So that would make maybe a really cool water bottle. And then I have one here of our cat that frankly I wouldn't mind having in my cupboard. So maybe I'll sneak that one in as a gift to my husband. So let's go ahead and take these two images and we're going to get them ready to upload to Printique. So next what we want to do is prep our photos for printing. Now both of the images I've already selected have already been edited. It's part of the process that I do as I go through and I get my picture. That's one of the things I just love to do. I love to edit photos. So it's something I've already taken care of, but if these pictures that you've pulled for your projects are maybe straight off your phone or maybe somebody shared them with you, you might want to give them a little bit of love and just make them look their best. Because it's really a horrible feeling when you pay a lot of money to get stuff printed, you get it back and you realize that the pictures don't look that good. Not because the print lab did a bad job, but because you didn't take a little bit of time to make those pictures look awesome. So there's some great editing tools inside of Mylio Photos that you can use to bump the color, to make the contrast look really good, and to even crop in an image so it's really focused in on your subject. Let me just jump over here and show you where those tools are located. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this image here. And over here on the right, here's my crop. I can go ahead and click on that. If you are sending something to a print lab, I do recommend using standard sizes. So you can go down here where it says aspect free and change this to a 2x3, 5x7, 8x10. Those are gonna be some of the really common aspect ratios. And that's gonna make sure that your picture fits those standard sizes when you send them to a print lab like Printique. A lot of these labs will do custom sizes. The trade-off is usually a much more significant cost. So if you can make it fit into a standard size, that's typically going to be the most economical way to do this. The other thing I would consider here is if you're doing something for a piece of drinkware, doing something that is a horizontal orientation like this is also a good choice. And I'll show you why once we get to the Printique website. If this picture needed a little bit of extra love, you can always go here to the edit tools, which is this little icon here in the right sidebar. And there are some great tools here. If you're in a hurry, the ones I would pay the most attention to are going to be here along the top, your auto enhance, auto color, and auto tone. So auto enhance is just going to take a look at your tonal ranges, your colors. It's going to make the colors a little bit brighter. It's going to pull down your highlights. It's going to pull up your shadows, balance things out pretty well. Auto color is really good if there's a color cast, maybe the colors are just not quite right. This is a really excellent tool for older pictures, maybe things that you scanned. And then auto tone doesn't touch the colors, but it does touch your brightness and darkness, and great for contrast. And it is especially good for black and white photos. So you can go ahead and choose those, and that's gonna give your picture a little bit of extra oomph, just make it look its best. You can also fine tune that here with all of the sliders, your exposure, your color, your levels. You can even add a vignette to really draw the viewer's eye, darken those edges and draw the viewer's eye to your subject. So lots of great stuff here. Now, if you'd like to take a little bit more time and be a little bit more creative, there's a lot of other third-party tools out there. One of the ones that I really like is Luminar Neo. It has a lot of great stuff, plus it also has tools for like erasing distractions and things like that. I also love Topaz Photo AI. So that was one that I use when an image has some significant problems. Maybe it's a little bit too small to print, I need to make it bigger. or it's really grainy. It has a lot of noise because it was captured in low light and I just brightened it. Or it needs sharpness. Maybe I didn't get my focus just right when I captured the picture. Topaz Photo AI is great for those kinds of things. So just to kind of summarize, I would recommend taking a little bit of time with the images you want to print just to make sure they look their best. All right, let's go ahead and move on to uploading these images to Printique. This new integration we have between Mylio Photos and Printique makes this super, super easy. So I'm going to go here to the two images that I want to upload. I'm just going to do a Command or Control A to select everything. So I have two images now selected. You can tell that they're selected because they have the blue border. Then I'm going to go over to the right sidebar, click the share icon, go to Post, and we're going to choose Printique. Now, if this is the first time you're launching this, you're going to get a dialog to either log in or to create a new account. If you've never been to Printique before, go ahead and create an account. If you're our existing customer, go ahead and log in, and that will bring you to this screen. You can then toggle between the pictures you're uploading. You can see that they have the titles or the file names here. And then you can choose a gallery on Printique for these to go to. By default, it's going to go to the Mylio Photos gallery, which is going to be created on your behalf for you. But you can also customize that. So I'm going to say New Gallery, and we're going to call this Drinkware, and save. So that's now selected. Once that's done, you just want to check that you have the rights to publish this content. Essentially what this is doing is saying you own the copyright to this photo. It's your photo. You have the right to print it. Or if you're using somebody else's photo, that you have permission to print it. You also understand that prints from Printique can only be shipped to the USA and Canada. Once that's done, go ahead and click Post, and that sends your images as full-size JPEGs to the Printique website. No need to export, no need to create temporary files on your desktop or anything like that. It's all done behind the scenes, and it's sent in a format that is ideal for Printique's print lab. So let's go ahead and jump back over here, and now we're going to go ahead and create a custom calendar from the Printique website. This is super easy. You just start out by going to printique.com, and I've already got that pulled up here in my browser. Now along the top, you're going to see several options for things that you can create. And I'm going to go over here to gifts, and we're going to go to Drinkware. And this is going to show you some of the options that they have available for custom drinkware. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that out of the way. Let me close up my cart from other things that I've created. We have ceramic mugs, the bistro mug, and a water bottle. I think today I'd like to go ahead and create a ceramic mug, and I want to put my cat picture on there. So you can do a smaller one or a bigger one. I love my coffee and I love my tea. I'm going to go with the big mug. And I really like the look, the kind of classy look of this black interior and black handle on the mug. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that option. Now we can say create now, and that's going to take us to the builder where we can go ahead and design our mug. You can just choose how you want to have this formatted, and we're choosing a full-size photo and probably centered. I think, yep, let's go ahead and choose that one, select. And then what we're going to do is click on where it says Printique here. That's going to bring us to all of our different galleries where we've uploaded media. We can click on Drinkware here. There's the one of Macau and the cat. I think that's going to be a great option for this. We can click and drag this over here, and that's going to go ahead and load it on there. And now I will say sometimes it does take a little while for images to load in these builders. This one was pretty quick. If you're doing a puzzle, I will say that one takes a little while to load. So you can see this is actually cutting off a little bit more than I had hoped. It's very, very narrow and long. You can go ahead and click on this, and I think, yeah, just click on this and you can kind of move this up and adjust where that picture is. And actually, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and go with that, and we can say preview. And that's going to show us our mug, and we can see different views of it here. And that's kind of fun. I actually really like how that looks. I love this side of it, his real, that really sharp eye peeking out through all the fuzz. I think it's kind of a fun image. So we can go ahead and say add that to the cart. And let's go ahead and do one more. Let's go ahead and make one of those water bottles. So let's go ahead and wait for that to add. There we go. And we're going to go here to gifts, drinkware, and let's quickly create a water bottle as well. And I'm going to use that one of the bridge up there in Astoria. Really cool view. It was a beautiful sunset. So let's go ahead and pick one of these and say create now. All right. So you can choose again a full-size photo or four photos. Let's go ahead and do the full-size photo. Brings us back to the same builder. Click Printique. Go here to that Drinkware album, and this time we're going to go ahead and grab the bridge. And once that loads, we can adjust it, get it positioned just right, and make sure it looks its best. So give it just a moment. And while that's happening, let me take a look here at the chat, see if there are any questions. Deborah's saying there's a huge sale on Luminar today for lifetime license and even better with my code. Yes, thank you so much for sharing that, Deborah. They have some great deals right now. All right, so this is looking pretty good. You can go ahead and adjust this up or down where it needs to go. I think I'm going to actually pull that up a little bit more, right about there. And let's go ahead and preview that. And I think this actually worked out really well. This is a good image for this. You might have to do a little bit of trial and error to find the best image to put on some of these items, just to make sure it fits and it looks how you expect. I do encourage you to use that preview option, and you can always go back and change it out for a different image. I'm going to go ahead and say add to cart. And once you do that, you can go ahead and check out and get those things shipped. You can either have them shipped directly to the person who is receiving the gift or to you so you can get them wrapped and ready to go. As I mentioned earlier, I do recommend making these orders sooner rather than later because all of those shipping deadlines are coming up super fast, and I want to make sure that you guys have the gifts that you need for your holidays. So with that, let's go ahead and switch back over here and come back to any questions and see if there's anything that you guys would like a little bit more information on. I want to thank you all for being here. Got a good turnout today. All right, let's take a look here at our giveaway. And let's see here. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and spin this, and the winner is going to get a free photo book from Printique, so you can go on there and create your own very, very cool gift or keepsake for yourself. And our winner for today is Lisa. Congratulations, Lisa. What we ask is that you go ahead and give your email address to either Lori or I in the chat. We'll wait around for a moment for you to go ahead and enter that. You can even send it as a private message if you like. We want to make sure that we're able to get your gift to you. Once I have that information, I'll go ahead and send that over. All right. Any other questions before we wrap up for today? All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I want to thank you guys all for being here today. These sessions are a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying them too and getting some good ideas for your Christmas gifts. I know finding the perfect gift for each person on your list can sometimes be a challenge, and sometimes the really thoughtful, created ones that you do are going to be the most special. So enjoy, have a great rest of your day, and we hope to see you at one of our next events. Bye, everyone.